Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in another video day. And today, the Los Angeles Clippers are bringing back a familiar face. It feels like so many, players are returning back to their old teams. Tobias Harris just signed with the Pistons. But another former Philadelphia 76er is going back to his former team. The Los Angeles Clippers are signing Nicolas Batum. And I really love this signing, but I'm really still in hope that because I want to see after everything the Clippers have been through, bringing in Kawhi. I've always said that Kawhi should have stayed in Toronto because, and Nick Nurse just recently said this, that he thinks that if Kawhi would have if they would have stayed, that if Kawhi would have stayed in Toronto, he thinks they would have won multiple championships, which I fully agree with. But I want to see the Clippers succeed. I have a family member who's a big Clippers fan, and I've been hearing him say for years now, this is their year. They're going to win this year. It just doesn't happen. But I want to see them win. Obviously, I want to see my own team win first. But I'm also a big James Harden fan, so that makes it even better. And I want to see him win mainly. That's another thing. And now that he's on a 2-year contract with them, but at the same time, as much as I really like Nicolas Batum and I like Derek Jones Jr., that is not the way to replace Paul George. I'm really still in hope that the Clippers are going to bring in DeMar DeRozan. He's still available. I was saying maybe Tobias Harris is a backup plan if DeMar DeRozan does not end up in LA, but he signed with the Pistons today, so that's not an option. I'm really hoping DeMar DeRozan ends up in LA. And if that does happen, their bench is looking amazing because I'm gonna lay it all out. Because if DeMar DeRozan joins the Clippers, then their roster would look like this. Your starting lineup would be James Harden, Terrence Mann, DeMar DeRozan, Kawhi Leonard, and Zubac. And then your bench would be, I think, the best we've seen from the Clippers. I think this would probably be the best Clippers bench that we've seen since the 2020-21 season when they made it to the Western Conference Finals. Off the bench, you have Kevin Porter Jr., who averaged 19 points per game in his last NBA season with the Houston Rockets. Also, it'd feature Norman Powell, who's won Sixth Man of the Year award and is also one of the best scorers off the bench on this Clippers. The best scorer off the bench on this Clippers team, and one of the best scorers off the bench in the NBA. Also, it would feature Nicolas Batum, a great three-point shooter, and Derek Jones Jr., who's a good scorer and has freaky athleticism. The only thing that I think would be missing from this Clippers team, outside of adding in DeMar DeRozan is a backup center, since they lost Mason Plumlee and Daniel Tice is a free agent. Maybe they bring him back. I don't know. But Nicolas Batum is a great addition for this for this Clippers team. They really needed him back. And they missed him. They sent him away in that Harden trade, sending him to Philadelphia for James Harden alongside, I think it was Marcus Moore Sr., a couple other players. I think KJ Martin was involved in that trade. There was one other player involved in that, Robert Covington. But Batum played 60 games, 38 starts last year, 3 with the Clippers and 18 minutes per game, and then joins Philadelphia, 57 games, 38 starts. So 60 games and 38 starts, 25 minutes per game. He averaged 5.3 points per game, 4.1 rebounds per game, 2.1 assists per game. He's great defensively as well. He's a great three-point shooter, shot 39.5% this year, career three-point shooter 37%. He was great for the Philadelphia 76ers in the playoffs. 6 games in their 6-game series against New York, 28 minutes per game. He averaged 6.3 points per game, 6 rebounds per game, 1.3 assists per game, 1 block. And this doesn't count as an official stat because play-in games don't go towards your numbers, but I think he scored it was 18 or 20 points in their play-in win over the Miami Heat. It was huge in their play-in win. I believe it was 18 or 20, something like that, maybe more, that he scored in their play-in game to get them into the playoffs against the Miami Heat. So Batum is great, even though he's getting older at 35 years old. Will turn 36 this season. This is still a great addition. And like I said, if you could bring in DeMar DeRozan and that's your Paul George replacement, this Clippers bench is looking the best they've looked in years with Norman Powell, Batum, Kevin Porter Jr., and Derek Jones Jr. Let me know your thoughts on the signing to the Clippers in the comment section, and peace out.